What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of AJ Joe Show. Coming at you Tuesday, May the 13th. I'll get it right. That's one funny. Of these days. Hey, chill out. Licking my ankles.
You licking, Joe? What are you doing? Sit down. Sit.
Well, that's a mighty fine award there. You got there, AJ. It's gotta feel pretty good.
That was nice. Yeah. Fuck yeah. That was
cool,
man.
Best chili flavor.
Best chili flavor.
So they had 3 awards total, right? They had the best overall, the best exotic, and the best chili flavor.
There was
Hey, relax.
Hey, sit down. Cut it out. They had the best exotic. They had an exotic flavor, best of show.
That's the best overall, right? That was the one that had the QR.
That's no. That's People's Choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what they had. So that's what that was. So it's exotic flavor, chili flavor, best of show, or People's Choice, and they had like a car, best lowrider.
Oh, okay.
A couple things like that. But nice. The jerky was the exotic, the chili, the dessert.
Oh, okay.
And People's Choice. That's what it was. That one.
Did you submit one for the dessert one?
No,
okay.
I didn't have a dessert flavor.
Oh, okay.
Those were crazy, man. When
yeah,
I seen some dessert flavors when I was in line to do one of them. Mm-hmm. I think it was exotic flavor.
Yeah.
But they did the dessert before, so I was in line with the last of the dessert people, mm-hmm. and like they literally had like caramel apple, pecan fucking cluster jerky.
Yeah. Wow.
It was pretty wild.
Yeah, so best chili flavor, alien chili?
Yeah, it was called a New Mexico Space Pepper.
Space pepper, okay. New Mexico Space Pepper. Nice.
But it was fucking cool. It was
good turnout.
It was cool, yeah. So like I didn't get a chance to check it out really, you know, because I was so busy. But it seemed like it was a fucking lot of stuff going on.
Yeah,
it was pretty neat. Enough to check out for a long time.
Yeah. What time did they end up announcing the winners?
Not till late.
Oh, okay.
So probably like 5:30.
I think I left like 2:30, close to 3, and okay. Did they like they did the same deal? Like they brought everybody up to the front and like. Did they go?
Yeah, a big thing on the stage kind of thing.
Did they do like a first, second, and third, or was just overall?
It was one winner for each category. Okay. Yeah, and then it was cool, man. It was crazy.
Did you feel pretty confident going into it?
Well, not really, just because I mean it was my first one, and
well, that's what's even fucking crazier. Show up the first year and fucking taking home awards.
For sure, yeah, and it was just fucking cool. It seemed like that's like one of the most important one too, because New Mexico and Chile,
for sure,
and everybody wanted to win that one, and like they announced the winner of that one on the last. Mm-hmm. And I'm
not gonna name names, but there was some. You could tell that some of the competitors in that category were a little cocky coming in. They thought they had it wrapped up.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, well, it is. It's crazy because you got guys in there that, I mean, I spend a lot of time at this shit, and I'm not trying to talk shit, but like, there's some people that's their fucking lives. You know what I mean?
Well, no, like some of these booths, I was walking around and they have their sign and it says established in 2001. Like they've been doing this shit for over 20 years, you know, and yeah,
for sure. There was like, it was funny because Friday we went to set up, me and my cousin, and. You were able to go Friday or early in the morning Saturday, and I was like, oh, let's go check it out. And we took our jerky tubs, our banner, and it's pretty much all we had. And we went over there, and there's people that had already set up and left.
Yeah,
like and I'm looking around like, holy shit! Like some of these motherfuckers, they got everything to the nines, you know. Yeah. So we went to the store and bought some stuff to decorate, because I was like, damn, I didn't even realize I had never been. I didn't know what to expect, what was going on.
Yeah.
But some of these guys, you can just tell they're really, really invested in all their shit, which is cool. But those are the people that probably think they got shit wrapped up. You know.
Yeah. And now like going forward, like. What to expect as far as like the setup. I thought your guys' setup looked legit.
Yeah, it was dope. It was cool. We decorated it real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild, man. It was cool. I was surprised on the magnitude of the festival, kind of. Maybe that was just in my head, maybe, but it seemed I didn't know what to expect, but that was on the better end of what to expect, kind of, you know.
Yeah, and I think I was saying that like I thought it was weird that they were only doing it one day, but I think one day is perfect for that. You know what I mean? I think if that was dragged out over 3 days, it would have been
no way.
It would have been wouldn't have been as
that
good.
Was perfect. It was cool, man.
Oh yeah, congratulations, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man. That was fun. It was really cool when they called me up. I was like, no shit, fuck yeah, it was dope.
And there was just people selling like so much different shit there too, like even like the big corporations, like like T-Mobile, they had a setup.
Yeah, I saw that.
Selling their shit at that home style, or what is it? Not home style, dream style remodeling. They had a big booth set up. I guess just anywhere that there's going to be people, you want to get you want to get eyes on your shit.
There was quite a bit of people, a lot of foot traffic. I handed out at the end of the day 1,800 samples.
No shit.
Yeah,
nice. Because you had the cups.
Yeah, I counted the cups. Yeah, so it was 1,800.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So besides this one, I mean, I know you were talking about you want to try and get in at the tattoo festival.
I would like to. I would really like to. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's even like State Fair. You could get. It's probably more expensive to get set up in the Lujan building, I'd imagine. Like during the State Fair.
Yeah,
it might be a little bit more complicated. To get
That's how.
But that would be good.
Kind of the magnet. The bigger the deal, the more dough kind of it is. But it's worth it because you're gonna make it. You know, it's like you're gonna make that money. But there's one too in Chimayo.
No shit.
There's festivals kind of all over, but like once you get your kind of ear out there.
Yeah.
Like somebody approached me at the Jerky Fest and was like, they're doing, and it was Matt's uncle. So like it wasn't another jerky guy. Like there's gonna be a bunch of jerky guys. So Matt's uncle was like, hey, there's a thing in Chimayo. I forget. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
He sent me the flyer. So it's a festival in Chimayo, but he was talking about me going and setting up a booth over there.
Okay.
But he sent me the info. It's a Fiesta de Chimayo, so I guess it's just like a big festival that everybody knows about around there. So all like Santa Fe and all the close cities around there.
Yeah,
it's probably right there at the church, though. I wouldn't doubt. There's kind of like a little picture they have.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah,
but
when is that? That's later this summer, or
So this is for. The actual date, I'm not sure. They just have like cutoffs for registration and shit. Okay, so it's the 26th of July is the actual deal.
Nice.
I guess it's like this one's like $250 though.
Okay.
Like a booth, for the day.
Okay.
The Jerky Fest was $275.
Oh, okay. It's not bad.
Yeah. Did you try any crazy flavors?
I did. I went to, there's a couple booths that, I don't know, man. Like they have, I went up to this one, I don't remember the name, but they had like 30 flavors.
Yeah, it might have been Senna's. I know they had Senna's beef jerky had a big.
It could have been
them. Were they little glass Tupperwares like that all over the tables?
I don't remember. This is the only other table that had samples set up like how you guys had samples. But some of them were a little overkill, like you get to that point where it's like, you can't really get that flavor to translate, so to speak. Like I tried one, it was hot Cheeto.
Okay.
And like basically they just fucking crushed up Cheeto dust and fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sprinkle it on the.
It was all right, but I saw that was a popular flavor. I saw that
my dad bought a bag of that
hot Cheeto all around. Yeah. Like everybody had their version of that.
My dad bought a bag of that. I think that's like that's kind of like a fad kind of shit. Okay. I feel that way because even besides like kind of the jerky, like it's just and it's kind of ongoing, but it's kind of seems like a fad. The hot Cheeto, the hot fry, the hot paleta bar kind of shit. Do all kinds of shit with it.
I tried a dill pickle, and it was all right. But like I'm saying, like that flavor, you know what I'm saying?
I had weird comments through the day. Like, I had quite a few people come up tripping out. Like, they would be like, they would point at my samples and be like, that's look, you could tell that's real meat. Or like they would taste it and they would be like, man, I like it because you can taste the meat. And I got me thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, what are other people doing? Like, fucking.
Yeah.
But
that is weird.
So it was funny because it wasn't just like once. It's probably like 3 to 4 to 5 times throughout the day. People would make weird comments like, "Oh man, I like it because you can taste the meat," or like you can see the marbling in my jerky.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. No, I noticed that.
But it was.
Yeah, you're like,
cool.
shouldn't that be the case? Mm-hmm. There's this one booth. They were selling green chili jam.
Okay.
And they had it like Ritz crackers. They put like a little smear of cream cheese, and then they put the green chili jam over it. And I was a little hesitant, but it was pretty good. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, what? Like they're trying to sell it, right? They're like, oh, you could spread this on salmon. You can spread this on a bagel. You can spread this. It had a pretty good flavor, but just the idea weirds me out. As I was eating it, I was like. Because you can clearly, it's like just the consistency, and then you can clearly taste the green chili, and it had a little bit of sweetness.
Sure. No, I know what you mean.
I was like,
there's a lot of things like that people try to do with the green chili. I feel,
and it wasn't gross. Like it was pretty good, but I couldn't see myself like using that spreading it on my fucking toast.
Just globs of it, all happy.
And then the color too. It's like fucking like lime green. It's just, I don't know. It's a little off-putting. Just the idea. It tasted all right.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But yeah, so no, it was a good turnout. We went and looked at that sad ass cow. Did you go look at that sad
dude? That's
cow?
funny you said that because I didn't get to go look at it. But bro, they had when my nephew and his wife got there, they got back after they went to go look at the cow and came back all sad. The wife was saying that the cow looked all sad.
Bro, it was one thing. They called it a Sheffield cow.
Yeah.
So it's like long. You didn't see it at all?
No, but I heard that. I knew that it had long hair.
They had it in the tiniest little pen.
No way.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. That's it right there. And they had it like in this little corner, bro. And it was
the small little fucking cow. They should have a big old steer out there.
It was tiny because I'm not fucking tall, but I'm standing right next to it.
They should have had a big old fucking steer out there, dog, with the fucking with the big old ring, like one like this, bro.
Yeah. And that's that right there. That's the fucking trophy.
Oh my god.
So bro, and you could tell he was pissed. He was refusing to turn around and face the camera. Everybody's wanting to take his picture, and he just had his back turned. Yeah,
his head's just in the corner. Dude, that's like, all animal abuse. Like fuck,
like,
no.
Put me in the corner, you motherfucker.
Dude, they brought him to the Jerky Fest. Poor thing, no.
Yeah, and they had him out like in this, and then they had the mechanical bull right next to it. That was a weak looking mechanical bull too.
No way. That's fucked up. It
didn't look like a full size.
Dude,
it looked like it was the same size as him.
You know what's funny? It's the night before when I was setting up, my cousin was like running he's the boss of like the orchestrator, the banquet manager. So he's like make sure everything's like orchestrated correctly.
Yeah.
But he's like telling, what were they called? You said Sheffield?
It's okay. Just relax. The Sheffield cow.
So the way he made it sound the night before, he was like made it sound like if like there's a dope ass area with like a big ass pin where there was gonna be like 5 or 6 or like 10 of these dope ass cattle fucking roaming.
No, we walked out there and I'm like,
dude, that's like it made people sad, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no, it was kind of depressing.
Why did they do that? That was dumb.
I don't know.
That was silly.
So yeah,
that is freaking hilarious though.
So when you got your wristband, if you hadn't already signed up for a players club, that got you $10 free play.
That's right.
So I never had one. So I went and got a player. Like after we were walking around and shit, we went into the casino, me and my mom, and I got a players club card. And then if you never had one, they give you another $10. So I got $20 free play. That's pretty cool. My mom already had one, so she got her free $10 with the wristband.
Okay,
bro, she won $175 on the fucking the first slot machine she fucking went and played.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I was like,
that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I was like, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
That is just it just brings the more fun to the day.
Jerky Fest.
Hell yeah.
And and then we went and ate at the Fat Burger.
Yeah.
I'd been there once way before the pandemic when they first opened, and I liked it, but it's way out there at Isleta, so it's not ideal, right? Bro, that was when we went, bro, that was one of the best burgers I've had in a while, bro. Let alone for not even fast food, just one of the best burgers I've had in a while.
They're really good. I've had it maybe like, a handful of times, and it's fucking good. When I go, I'm just like you said, you're just like kind of blown away.
Yeah, it's like a little hidden gem out there in the fucking way down there in the fucking Isleta.
Hell yeah. No, it's good stuff. And it's just cool because like it reminds me kind of like an In-N-Out feel. Like just like what I mean by that is like I didn't go there that day. Like the Jerky Fest day, I didn't go to the burger joint, but my mom and my cousins and my niece went, and they came back with their bags and their cups, and it reminded me of like if like you're watching Good Burger or some shit. You
just
know,
the
like,
design of it, the color scheme,
the cool feel, burger joint, like classic burger joint feel.
It even reminded me of like almost like an old school Lottaburger from like when we were kids, like the way they seasoned it.
The crust on their patties is bomb. It's just a good burger for sure.
Yeah. Even the fries weren't bad. Their fries,
I like them.
You could tell they don't put the focus into them too much, like kind of like how In-N-Out is. They're not known for their fries.
They're just frozen bag.
But it was decent.
It's a good cut though and everything. I like a thinner fry.
Yeah.
It's like a McDonald's kind of.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
But that's hard to fuck up,
Yeah.
Sometimes if you overthink it, you just.
But no, all in all, it was a good experience.
That's dope.
But when we left, it was fucking packed, bro. Like, cause we got there like just like right at 11.
Yeah.
Left at 3, and it was jamming, bro.
Yeah, there was a while there, a couple hours where just the sample table was fucking just.
Yeah.
There was like 3 of us just making samples and then trying to get the debit card transaction.
Yeah. No, and they had some badass motorcycles. Did you get a chance to go look at any of those a little bit?
I seen just the one and it looked all like tricked out to shit.
Yeah.
It was like a pinkish.
Yeah. They had a badass Monte Carlo, the gold one.
I saw that. I saw that.
It's like a 72 or something.
That was dope.
Yeah.
But that was towards the front.
Yeah.
I saw that. Did you see that grill they were giving away? They were raffling off?
No, I didn't see that.
It was just dope ass, like a metal worker made it. A dope ass grill, and they were raffling it off, but I didn't win.
I was thinking that like now that you got your first one under your belt, and for the next whatever fest you do, you should do like a fucking raffle yourself. You could do your own fucking raffle to get people to come in.
Well, that's like what they did. They had so for instance, like you're saying, they had a sign that said $10 a ticket, and it was the booth that was doing it.
Yeah, but you could do like buy any purchase gets you a ticket in the raffle to. Or any purchase over $40 gets you gets it, and then you could hand out. You could do your own prizes and shit just to get.
That's dope. No, for sure.
But no, that's good. It was a success.
Yeah, super cool, man.
What time did you guys get out of it? I know it closed at 7. You didn't get out of there till 10 or what?
No, so it was funny because by the time I'd say like 5:30 they started. 5:36. Let's say 5:45. I'll meet you in the middle. They were announcing the winners of the competitions, and I went on stage, and then I came back with the trophy, and it was funny. Herman, he's like, we won the trophy. Let's pack this shit up and get the fuck out of here. He's like,
beat the traffic.
No, so it was just funny. But it kind of started dying down, so we kept the sample table up all cherry, and then we just started packing everything. But it was nice because we had a bunch of people there to pack up.
Made it easy.
We packed it up, consolidated, and then one shot, picked everything up and walked to the cars, and we were fucking out of there.
Nice.
But I would say I was out of there, pulling out of the parking lot no later than 6:45.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't stay till 7.
Oh, okay.
We didn't stay till 7.
Oh, nice.
It was
Got
funny.
the trophy. Get the
Dude,
fuck out of
Herman
here.
was making me laugh, man. We were walking out, and people were like, how'd it go? Like, cause they some people were just being polite, and like they meant like, how are your sales? I think like, did you guys have a decent day? Like, like, was it worth it and stuff? And we're walking out, and I have my dolly full of shit, and Herman's behind me, walking with some stuff, and me and Nick, everyone's carrying shit, but you can hear Herman. This lady was like, they're asking him, "Did you guys do good or how'd it go?" Or and he's like, "Did great, won first place." And he's like just walking out there. He just
fuck you, won first place.
Yeah, we did great, won first place. And he's just walking, bro. Fucking making me laugh, bro. Like
funny.
about 2 or 3 booths, you know.
They were all sad, like.
Did great. Won the trophy. Let's pack it up and get the fuck out of here. It was awesome. Yeah, no, it was cool, man. Great day. It's cool because all my friends and family were out there. It was nice. Matt's dad's a local, man. My Uncle Dave, he's a local.
So who was it who had the table set up just in front of the stage, but further back, and they had the sound deck and the laptop?
Okay, so that's he's one of the main investors of Canvas. He's my good friend.
Because I saw I finally ran into your dad, and he was sitting at that table next to whoever was running the fucking board.
Yeah, he was showing him how to do it.
Oh, okay.
He was like,
I was walking
around
by, and I saw your niece, and then I saw your dad.
Yeah.
So I went up and said hi to your dad, and I was like, I didn't know who that was.
So it was funny because like that's funny you mentioned that. I forgot to tell you that story. So my dad's like, all of a sudden I'm like, where the fuck's my dad? Like I haven't seen this guy in like 2 hours or something.
Well, I didn't see him at all, and then I happened to be walking, and I looked over, and I saw him sitting there.
So I'm like, where's dad? Everyone's like, we don't know. And then he came back all happy with Damian had got there, so he has beers. And I was like, Dad, where you been? He's like, oh, I was running the light show over there. He's like, I was learning how to run the lights. He's like, that guy needed a break, so he didn't go to the restroom, so I was doing it. So he taught me to, and I was, it's just funny because I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I was like, I knew who he was talking about. I was like, with Adrian, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, did he tell you he was my friend? And he was like, yeah. And it was just funny. But he rolled up on him, just interested in what he was doing, not even realizing like he's been my friend forever, for years and years. But he's an investor at Canvas, but he does a lot of DJing and stuff. He owns a lighting and sound company, and what he does is like he builds those whole stages is what he does. All the lights and all the trusts and everything, he owns it. So he comes, builds it, does the lights for the show or whatever you want him to do, soundboards, whatever, and then the next day he goes and packs it up.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
But I guess he's like one of the only guys in town that has that magnitude of like expensive setups, like. He has like each one of those lights, like little lasers. He was telling me they're like $15,000.
Oh shit!
But so he has like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Yeah. So any big show in town, they hire him to do it, and then also the big clubs in town, they rent all their stuff from him.
Oh yeah.
So like even like FX, he does all ours, but
basically all the clubs in town.
Yeah,
use him.
Yep, exactly.
Damn.
And big shows, even like if like big time, like he doesn't do us at amphitheater because they do their own stuff, but he does a lot of shit at all the casinos. So if a show that like someone famous comes in, he'll do the fucking setup for them too.
Oh, okay. He's the go-to guy in Albuquerque, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. Yeah, that's a nice casino, man. I never, you forget because you never go out there. But yeah.
So next year I'll have 2 booths.
No shit. Fuck
next to each other. Boom, boom.
Fuck yeah. No man, that's exciting. And it's always in May.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's always like the second weekend in May or something like that. That's how they usually gauge those deals.
Oh yeah. Fucking no man, that's awesome.
I didn't get to get a fat burger that day, but one day I'll go back and eat. It's bomb. They're eating them right next to me, but I was just like working the booth, and then I was gonna go once I was kind of when it was dying down. Mm-hmm. But then once I won the trophy, we were just all amped up, so I didn't even think about it after that.
Yeah. Yeah, when we went, it wasn't busy. Luckily, there wasn't a big line.
Nice.
But yeah, man,
successful. I last night I went to that grocery store for the first time.
Oh,
or not night, kind of afternoonish, late afternoon.
I want to hear your take on it because my uncle, my aunt and uncle live here in Rio Rancho. They when I saw them at my niece's Holy Communion, they were telling me about it. But,
okay.
Yeah. So, what'd you think of it? So they got the barbecue spot in there, right?
Yeah, so like besides what I think of it, I guess let me just tell you about it
Yeah.
because I don't know. I think I might need to go back a couple more times maybe to give you what I kind of think about it. I don't know.
It's called Market Side.
It's called Market Street.
Market Street, and it's the same company that owns Albertsons.
Yeah.
Okay.
However that works, but yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I mean when I say that is I guess there's a higher or
Kind of like how Kroger owns Smith's.
yeah,
and
no, correct. But I was trying to think like, is Albertsons own all that shit, or like is just Albertsons is just an Albertsons, and then someone owns all.
They
the
probably have like
different
a
ones.
parent company that like oversees them all.
So this motherfucker's pretty big. You got the side towards Rust Hospital. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's right across the way, and it's sitting sideways. The Market Street's this way.
Yeah.
You know, and so this side's towards Rust. And then there's the gas station. I will say I like the gas station. So I've put gas there.
Okay.
This was the second time. But I feel like it's good gas.
Okay.
That sounds funny. But
No,
they got good gas. They got good gas.
And they got a bunch of pumps.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
they have plenty. I've never had an issue. Like,
Because that's turned into a thing. Like places not having enough fucking
It's
pumps.
all right. Yeah. I've never, like, only went twice, but the 2 times I went, it was no problem.
Okay.
So yesterday I put gas, which was cherry, and then I went and parked. One thing that's kind of cool that I noticed, which doesn't have nothing to do with me because I got a small car, but I was driving the big truck, my cousin's truck this weekend, and realizing how at the casino all the parkings were narrow as fuck. Mm-hmm. So anyway, at Market Street, the parkings are wide as fuck. The regular, nice. All of them, just wide as fuck throughout the whole thing. But so that's kind of cool if you have a big vehicle. They have nice parking. And then I went in the side towards Rust. This so I would say a quarter of the grocery store on this side is the food court. Mm-hmm. And so the way it works is it looks like a buffet, like a casino buffet.
Yeah.
The way the food court looks because there's no wall separation between the restaurants.
Okay.
Even though there's like a barbecue, Asian, a fucking a pizza.
Fucking Asian dude. Yeah.
A guy on the walk. It's actually, you know how it is over here, a Mexican on the walk, like in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the Asians running the cash register.
So on this side, you have all this quarter of the market. You have the food court, a big place to sit, and then the barbecue, an Asian, Italian, which is just like pizza, and then a fried chicken, and that's what it is. And you walk up, get what you want, and they give it to you, and then you go pay at in line at the regular the ring up fucking thing, wherever you get rung up on the side. So I got barbecue yesterday, half pound of brisket. They were out of burnt ends. I wanted a half pound of burnt ends too. But then from there, you just have the food court, and then at the end of the food court's the bakery, which I would say is lacking. It's not that good. Their bakery section, I would say Smith's is better.
Okay.
And then from there, you just have they have a big, I think maybe they're going to try to make their money on the alcohol because they have like a fucking big alcohol section that reminds you of like if you're in the Total Wine, like kind of shit. So food court, and then I would say like another quarter is like the alcohol, and then the rest it's like kind of like a Walmart, kind of like.
But they have all the normal groceries you would find. Okay.
Yeah, not just like Sprouts for sure. They have everything. It's
because when my uncle was telling me about it, he was telling me how big it is inside. It's deceptive looking because on the outside it doesn't look that big, but like on the inside it's
big. Like I'm saying, yeah. So like that's why I kind of like try to break it down in quarters. Like I would say 1 quarter is food court kind of style shit, and then they got a produce, and then
how was their produce?
A big alcohol.
It look okay, or you didn't really check
it looked okay, but I don't know, man. I wasn't really impressed. I guess I wasn't too impressed because I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I think I was. I don't know. I didn't know what I was gonna expect. But when I walked in, maybe people talked it up too much, and in my own head, I had this big old expectation. Maybe.
So you had known people that had went to it already before.
My mom and a few people, okay. And but I don't know what I thought it was gonna be. But in my head, I just I don't know what the fuck I thought. I don't know, bro. It was weird.
So like,
I thought the bakery was small.
Is the grocery aspect of it, even though it's a grocery store, that's kind of taking a back seat to the food court and the alcohol? Would you say or no?
No,
Okay.
I would say it's kind of because it's big, like you're saying, you know. So I didn't see anything lacking really. Like I didn't feel like I think they have everything.
Okay.
But it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Like Albertsons prices, because Albertsons is
Like
cheap.
Albertsons, and then like you would think going to a grocery store that usually like when you go to a grocery store, the food is kind of a good deal. Like the brisket was $13 a half pound. Like that's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Which it was decent.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll go back for it. I didn't care for the sauce. It was tender, though it wasn't tough, you know. So like it was tender.
So did you ask, or did you get the impression that all these different places in the food court, are they owned by the store, or are they individual? Are they actual restaurants that just renting a spot?
No, it's all
See, that's
grocery
a little
store.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And you know what I thought was fucking weird? I got home and my half pound of brisket was 2 fucking big old like 2-inch thick cuts of fucking brisket meat.
Big old nugs.
2 big old huge strips like that, and I was just like, I was kind of thrown off. Like I was like, did they do this to
Throw it on the scale?
No,
Confirm
like
it?
I wasn't worried about the weight, right? But I was like, did they do this to be lazy? Because they didn't want to fucking slice it? Because there's a lady cutting it right there, but I didn't watch her. I was looking at everything.
So it could have been like 5 to 6 thinner cut
yeah,
slices.
fuck yeah. It could have been easily like 6, 7, 8 nice little thin slices, you know? Which, so I just chopped it up like long way style, like just hacked it up and then just like put some sauce on it and ate it like that. But I wasn't impressed, bro. I think maybe if you're not, I'm a chef though. Maybe so like I don't know. Maybe like it sounds crazy. Maybe like a person that's not involved in food walks in there and might be impressed. I guess maybe, but I start breaking it down. Like I'm like, this bakery kind of sucks. Like they're trying to do too much. They're trying to do too much.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to do a few things cherry as fuck than try to do fucking 1,000 things piss poor, you know?
100%.
And you know what pissed me off? I'm going to tell you another thing. So I've been drinking that, what's it called? Now I'm just kind of sounding crazy, but I've been drinking this brand of water. It's the green bottles. Have you seen those around? It's called Mountain something.
I don't know, man. When you say green, I just think Perrier or like
Mountain Valley spring water. So I've been drinking these, and it's because I've been
You see the label?
I'm not like a diehard motherfucker, but I've been reading up on like microplastics and all that. Remember you've been telling me about that?
Yeah. And it comes in glass bottles.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I have seen that. Is this fairly new? Because I've been seeing these more.
I've been seeing them more, but it's not new. But it's just maybe new to New Mexico.
I have seen that brand.
It's from somewhere else. So the other day I was just like kind of like Googling, like, so it's like, bro, like they're like, I was thinking in my head, like, okay, microplastics, right? Okay, well, what's the alternative? Like, I got to like, cause we had talked about it before, right? Well, if you really look into it though, like I'm talking about you get really down to the nitty gritty. Any aluminum can has a bag liner in the inside, plastic. Any water going through osmosis, like city water's going through PVC pipes somewhere, plastic. Bottled water, plastic. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not diehard, like, because it is what it is, but I'm thinking in my head, okay, well, what can I do? What's the fucking alternative at the end of the day? Like, really, if you really get...
No.
So that Mountain Valley is bottled in glass bottles at their spring. So...
It never touches plastic.
Supposedly. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But, so I seen Jesus had been drinking that one, and I didn't know they made a flat, because he always has sparkling flavors and all kinds of shit. Well, I come across something I seen, damn, they have a spring, just a bottle of spring water. And a $5 coupon at the natural grocers. Okay. So I went and got a fucking a case a couple weeks ago. Sounds stupid. It's good. It tastes so damn good.
Yeah. Doesn't sound stupid. It
tastes
legit.
really good, bro. Like I cracked it and I was just like, oh my goodness. Like this makes you just you're just like, it tastes so crisp and good.
Fucking pricey
no plastic. Yeah, so it's pricey. For sure, it's pricey for water.
If you're gonna make that commitment,
pricey as shit for water.
Like
But I mean, it is and it's not. It's no more expensive than buying any kind of bottle from the gas station, you know. But when you compare it to my Arrowhead bottles, it's pricey as
When you
fuck.
buy a 40-pack of them.
Correct. Yeah. But I bought a pack of 12, and they're liters. You know,
Okay.
so it's a 12 liters for $25.
Okay.
So it's a couple bucks a bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little bit more, I guess. Right? Was the change and tax on the nitty gritty.
Were you drinking one on the last podcast?
Yeah,
we
I
did?
was. I think I was.
I think you were too. Now you said.
But anyway, I really like this water, and it's fucking hard to find.
Okay.
Well, I just so happened to be in the area on Unser, and Natural Grocers is on the other side of Rio Rancho, you know, and nowhere else has this water. Like sometimes I've seen it like at Smith's has it in aluminum fucking things, and they even sell their shit in plastic bottles too.
Oh, okay.
But they have that one glass that's you know that's private. But you're gonna pay for that, man. You know. Anyway, I thought for sure Market Street would have it, right? They should have everything, right? They're just fucking huge ass new upscale fucking grocer. What the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Dude, they don't have my fucking water, right? So I'm just like, okay, like the one fucking thing I came for, they don't fucking have.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure I'd find the cases. I thought in my head, I'm just like, I knew they were gonna have cases of that shit, dude. And it's hard to find those glass bottles, bro. Even when I bought the one at the Natural Grocer, it was the only fucking box they had.
Damn.
And it was tampered, the box.
Oh, okay.
Like fucking, I was just like,
Somebody
is there one missing in this motherfucker? I was like,
on it to
thought
get
someone had pulled one out, you know? But long story short, they didn't have my fucking water, and that kind of blew me away. I was kind of taken back with that one. Sounds silly, but I was like,
well, like you said,
and so then
it's
I was
supposed to be
walking
upscale,
around.
It's supposed to be.
So then I'm walking around like, I came here for my water. They don't have it. Like, well, I'm just like, I don't even know what to do anymore. So then I'm looking all over, thinking like, man, they got to have it somewhere in this bitch. They didn't even have none for sale. Like,
individuals or anything.
so anyway, I bought this box of fucking water that they had.
Okay.
Dude, it tasted funny as shit, bro. Like when I got home, I
mean a
drank
box
this.
of water?
It's a box of fucking water. It's supposed to be no plastics on it.
Okay.
And it's a it looks like a carton, like a half and half fucking carton.
Okay.
But it was a liter, the size of a liter. And
But that's the thing, man. Like
it tasted like fucking box.
cardboard. But that's the thing. Like if you really want to get into the nitty gritty of it and like you want to ditch all the plastics, it's hard, bro. Like not even just like the microplastic aspect of it, it's just the way plastic leaches when you warm it. You know what I'm saying? When you heat it up, like if you have plastic Tupperware and you warm your food in it, that plastic's leaching into the fucking food.
So I was looking at that kind of shit too, and I was looking at like so they sell the glass stuff. The lid's fucking plastic.
The lid's plastic, but you can't warm it. So I've switched over. This has been like maybe like 6 months since I fully switched over. But all of my Tupperware, because I take food to work.
Yeah.
I went all glass on the Tupperware.
Yeah.
And it's made a difference. But obviously you don't warm it with the plastic. But
Where you just like put a paper towel on top. Or,
yeah. But if you really want to make that commitment, you gotta evaluate every fucking aspect of everything you're taking in. Because like you said, like.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and then I was like, those lids are fucking, because I was looking at the different shits at Sam's and stuff like that, and I'm like, what are we doing here? You know, I'm like, yeah, like you said, you gotta really pay attention, I guess, you know, but it was just kind of funny.
But even like normal tea bags have fucking plastic in them. And think about it, you're just soaking them in fucking just any tea bag, bro.
It's like just in there, laced in there.
It's like laced in with the material.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So like and you're just dunking that in hot ass fucking water. It's like so like if you want to get around that, you got to just like throw loose fucking tea in the hot water and then you got to fucking sift it out. I'm serious,
That's
bro.
one
like
way.
if you
No, well, they sell those things.
Oh, like the little
metal thing.
So I don't know, bro.
Just like you gotta eat it. You just eat it. No, it's like,
swish it around and fucking.
No plastics. No, it's hilarious.
But nah, man. For
sure.
And like, yeah, this whole microplastic is coming more to light recently. But like, how far gone are we? You know, it's like.
It's just like anything through time. I was thinking about that. So like because I know what you're saying and what you're getting at, and like you know what I compare it to. It's like when you look throughout the history of times, like and I'm sure there's a lot more than even what we know, but that's how the civilizations like they disappear.
Yeah,
you know, or like they used to line the aqueducts with metal, you know, and like I think what happens is like you're saying like. sometimes there's mass extinctions on certain kind of things.
Yeah. But like, so like somebody who's our age, you know, we're probably already too fucked by this point.
Well,
you
we
know
probably
what I'm
got
saying?
the worst of it, you think? The microplastics?
Probably.
Like our...
Yeah. It would take somebody who's like, you know, super young.
Because now
but
it's come to
even
light.
then,
But
yeah.
then even before us, they didn't have as much plastics,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's like, yeah, we just...
Exactly.
We hit that time where they didn't think nothing of it. They were thinking of money and packaging, like storaging and like because a glass bottle's a pain in the ass. It's heavy as fuck. You can't, you know. It's like, so I get it. So, but now they're saying that this plastics fuck you up. But one thing was crazy the other day. There, you know, and I'm sure it's true, but who knows what's what? Because people say a bunch of different things. But they're talking about like people that had strokes and shit and died of strokes, like had high levels of microplastics and shit like that.
They're finding it in like every part of our bodies. They're finding it in our brains. They're finding it in our fucking, you know, in our blood. Fucking, I think when I first brought this up fucking months ago on the podcast, they're finding it in our fucking, in our jizz, fucking, in our semen.
Huh.
Yeah. It's fucking everywhere in our bodies.
What is it, like eating the plastic? A little tadpole.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're finding it in fucking everything. So like we're already like, you know, we're already overrun with it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's wild.
What is this, like through a microscope?
I don't know how they got the idea to fucking look at some fucking jizz on my
No, not just the jizz. I'm saying just in general in our body.
No, yeah, like they're finding it like they're finding traces of plastics everywhere in our bodies. It's fucking crazy.
I guess in my head though is that through more of like I don't know about it, but like blood testing kind of shit, or is like on a microscopic fucking... I know you don't know the answer, but I'm
yeah, I mean it's not like visible to the naked eye, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure, but like I wonder if it's done through a test and it comes up on the computer and paper, or if you can actually like fucking see shit. You know what's fucked up?
Probably both.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of how like they say like meth addicts have metal shards going through their body because they cook it and it changes the dynamics, and then once they smoke it and ingest it, the metal goes back to being metal.
So it
so when they cook it,
so to speak.
yeah, when they cook it, it changes the dynamics of the fucking like what it is on the periodic table, you know, like kind of shit. Chemistry. That's why that's what meth is done by a chemist. So I sound dumb because I don't know, but I know that when they make the meth, like it has metal elements in the cook, and once someone smokes it, the metal turns back to metal shards in their body.
Makes sense.
On the meth addicts' cadaver bodies, their organs have corkscrew holes from metal shards floating around in their brains and in their fucking all through their bodies.
Makes sense. Why do you think it fucking makes them go fucking crazy? You know, they got that shit running through their fucking brains.
Yeah, and it's making it's cutting through their organs and their brain and whatnot.
It's wild. Speaking of fucking crazy drug addicts, the other day, I this is going off on a tangent, but I fit it in here. So I went to go pick up a food order at the Dion's at Monroe and Central. You know the one, right? The Dion's are right there. You and I went there that one time when you were at the old Canvas. Yeah. So I hadn't been over on East Central in quite a while.
That's the one by San Mateo, or no?
Yeah, San Mateo.
Yeah.
And San Mateo and Central. So I go down Wyoming to Central, right? And that area has always been bad. That Circle K that was on the corner, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, that's always been bad.
No, you drive through there, it's rough right now.
Bro, I take
my storage unit's right there. Like I was just right there.
Bro.
My storage unit's right up from the Cinnamon Tree Apartments.
You know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. So I take a right onto Central off Wyoming, and one block just west of the Circle K, bro, and it's nighttime already. There's no fucking street lights in that area for whatever fucking reason. I take a right, and I look to my right, just behind the gas station. Bro, I'm not fucking kidding you. 60 to 70 fucking people. Just right there, bro. Fucking.
Why are you driving so far to go to a Dion's?
No, I was picking up.
Were you heading that way?
No, I was picking up an order and I was taking it to my work.
Oh,
for
got
my
you.
girl. She was working, so I
No, so it was on your way.
yeah. So
I
that
got
was
you.
that was honestly the closest one because there's not a good one in that area. You know what I'm saying? So I was headed that way. So, bro, it was like a fucking third world country, bro.
Yeah,
like,
right there. Did you see right there in the heart? I don't know if you noticed because you're looking all over, but there's a big old library sign. There's a brand new
Yeah.
public library. Dude,
Yeah.
I thought the library built a new nightclub. You know the nightclub?
Yeah.
I literally in my fucking head, because that's the old fucking Ranchero bar right
Yeah.
there. I forgot
Yeah.
the name of it.
And it looks all nice.
Yeah,
And
but so they built the public fucking library right there.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Dude, that's horrible right
They
there.
got to know their
It's
fucking
10 cities
they
like fuck.
Bro, I could not
Hookers.
believe my fucking eyes what I was seeing, bro. There was pit bulls running
It's like
through
a
the
third world country.
bro, pit bulls. I'm not fucking kidding you, running through the streets, bro. One ran right in front of my car. Bro, like wild.
Wild pit
It was like
bulls.
fucking Mad Max.
Yeah.
I've seen shit like that in other cities. Never seen anything like that here. It
Yeah.
was fucking, and I had to stop at the light like a block or two down, bro. Had my fucking gun in my hand when these fucking junkies ran over my car.
We have a storage unit literally right there, like the storage cube.
Yeah.
Right there
Yeah.
approaching Louisiana.
Yeah,
It's fucking hilarious,
man.
bro.
But I knew that area has always been bad, but what it is now, it's like it's the craziest shit I've seen in some time.
Definitely.
Blew my mind. I
Yeah.
just had to say that 'cause we're talking about mad.
Damn, I bet you at that time too it's like worse because I'm seeing it like at 11 in the morning. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah.
So these fuckers are still getting up and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
no, they're fucking
Or
still
just
passed
going to
out.
bed
Yeah,
or
just
whatever.
going- yeah, exactly.
But
no, man, I could not. Yeah,
wow.
and I was just thinking of like, they're so clustered, like 70 people all like within close. I'm like, think of all the disease and nasty shit that's going on in that fucking little crowd of people, and like, you know, just all fucking sharing whatever and fucking kissing and fucking all that nasty shit, bro. Making love in the streets.
hepatitis.
Bro, ugh. And then the pit bulls, I don't know how they're not attacking these junkies, bro. One ran right in front of my car, bro, and I saw its eyes, bro.
It's all
This fucker
eating a
was-
person
yeah,
on the side
dragging
of the
them
road.
fucking
Joe's like, I don't know how it's not killing the junkies.
gnawing on their fucking
Damn,
they're
bro.
passed out and is gnawing on their leg,
Eating
bro.
eating
Bro.
his leg.
It was
That's some Walking Dead shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro.
yeah, it was insane.
Albuquerque's that's where they filmed The Walking Dead right there, dog. Central and fucking
It
a little
was
bit between Wyoming and fucking Louisiana.
It was insane, bro. And I was like, no wonder why we have the highest pedestrian fucking deaths in the fucking country, bro. These fuckers walk right out, fucking looking
Dude,
up at the sky.
between Wyoming and Louisiana, it's rough.
Bro.
It's a rough stretch, man.
And like, there's nothing that could be done about it. You know what I'm saying? And this whole time I thinking to myself, I was like, all these fucking junkies and homeless, they're all spread out too far, bro. I didn't realize there was a fucking, that's like home base.
It's like Vin Rames. What's that movie? The horror movie.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, where they drive the bus, but there's just so many people.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
It stops
that's
it.
what-
It
yeah,
stops
stopping
at its
your
track.
car because you're fucking trying to get.
Bro. It was, yeah.
I was gonna say something else and I forgot about that. It was pertaining. Oh, do you see all those little houses they built now? I seen it on the news one day.
Yeah.
It's
Waste
fucking
of-
stupid.
Waste
Bro.
of fucking time and money.
They're in there all fucking cooking meth and shit now in their little house, bro. Fucking.
We got a house. But that's the thing. They supposedly have these rules. These fucking people don't want to follow the
having an
rules.
orgy,
Yeah.
You know, in the little houses. Crazy, bro.
Ugh. Yeah. Insane. I know it's been a while since you saw it, but I saw it right after we had talked about it on the last podcast, but it's been a couple weeks. When saw Sinners.
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
awesome, bro. Fucking still thinking about it.
I told
I
you.
want to go watch it
just
again. I
keeps
want to
your-
go. I want to go watch it
you
again.
leave, like, just like
I don't want to pay the money, but I want to go watch it again.
You know, like
It was
fucking-
damn good. There was one part that kind of took me out of it, and I don't know if you. I want to see what you thought about this part. So it's when they're first having the jam and they're playing, and then they start showing like it's summoning like all the like black musicians from all these different time periods, right? Like it shows the fucking the Watiti
I do.
dancing, and then it goes forward and it even shows like hip hop dancers from like way before the time that the movie's even set in. I didn't like that. It fucking took me out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're showing shit that hasn't even happened yet. Like, I know they're not seeing that. We're seeing it as the audience. But I thought that part they could have done without. But other than that, it was pretty much a fucking flawless movie, I thought. It was pretty fucking good. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Leaves you thinking, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I was so high, I don't even give a fuck about that. I was like, what the fuck?
Run DMC? Fucking, but
I didn't pay as much attention to that, but like, so it did though, like I was telling you, by the end before they jumped to the future,
yeah,
I was like, I don't know if I like this shit. Like I was left thinking like it was a great movie, but I don't know. Like my head was so fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
It was like, but it's a thinker. It leaves you just like, man. And it's set really close to me because that's my environment. You know what I mean? Like, and of course I don't stay late night no more. But like, that's exactly the message that movie was trying to tell you, bro. Is that like. Like at my work, like that's how it is. It's like everybody's drinking and fucking and sucking and doing drugs and getting all fucked up and jamming out, you know.
And like, yeah, that plays into the name Sinners. But I was thinking about this afterward. Do you think, because you know there's the 7 deadly sins, right? I think that movie hit every one of those 7 deadly sins. Like, didn't come right out and say it. You know what I'm saying? This is like my interpretation, thinking about it afterward. But even all the characters were all fucking sinners. Even the fucking good guys. Even the musician.
Yeah,
you know?
That's one way to think of it. You know, that's pretty good.
He's right there.
I took from it also that like I just thought of like that's just like what happens when you start, like how the dad tells him, you know, like you're dancing with that devil one day, he's gonna follow you home, you know.
Yeah.
And it's true, because what happens is like you just start dabbling in that kind of shit, and it just starts little by little it consumes you, you know. And then it's consumed you to the point where everything is fucked in your life, you know. It's crazy.
And so there's
that lifestyle though. It's fucking insane, bro.
There's an interesting connection here. And first off, shout out to @Vince5841. He commented on last week's podcast. He asked, "Did we watch for the after the credit scene where it shows them in the '90s and they walk into the bar?" You know which part I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Where like I was like until that point, like I was like that. I liked that ending.
I liked it too.
It left me happy, you know. Because before that point, I was fucking fucked in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I like that part too, and I thought it wrapped it up fucking perfect. And
like my brother told me to leave you alone.
Just want to let you know. Fuck.
Yeah, that's sick, bro.
No, it was tremendous, and
fucking all like a '90s G.
Yeah.
All stuff, all
fuck, bro. Fuck. Yeah, that was sick.
Let's have a drink. No.
So there's a interesting connection here, and my girl brought this to my attention. There was a soul blues man, same time period in the same fucking area. This is in real life. His name was Robert Johnson, and there's a fucking. I mean, obviously nobody knows if this is real or not, but this dude, and I looked it up. There is a connection to the movie. Like it was kind of inspired by this real story. So this dude Robert Johnson, he was a blues jazz player in that time period in the same area, and the story was that he sold his soul to the devil to be an
like,
amazing musician.
Okay.
Have you heard of this dude before?
No,
Have you heard this story before?
It's kind of. I mean, I've never heard it, but that's just like a classic story.
I mean, it's different because in the movie, the young dude who's the musician, I forget his name. Was it Sammy or something?
I don't. Dude, it's been a minute now that I've seen it.
He was already a sick musician.
Yeah.
But he kind of like maybe sold his soul to get fame and to fucking take it to that next level. you know. But this dude, supposedly this Robert Johnson, he wasn't a good musician. He wanted to be, he just wasn't. He disappeared for like 2 years. Came back to his town in Mississippi, and fucking, he was the fucking baddest motherfucker you've ever fucking heard on a guitar. He could sing. And get this shit, bro. You listen to his music in real life, he has a similar voice to the fucking actor. You know, you remember in the movie the actor had like a really deep voice when he was singing?
Yeah.
Sounds almost exactly the fucking same. It's fucking weird. So you can find this dude's music. It's on Spotify. Robert Johnson.
Yeah.
And bro, you go look at the name of his songs. Fucking tell me this dude didn't sell his fucking soul. You look at the name of some of his jams here. Fucking hold on a second here. Me and the Devil Blues. Hellhound on My Tail. Fucking these are names of songs he wrote. Fucking, and yeah, it's fucking weird. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was fucking interesting. There's actually a documentary. I didn't have time to watch it, but on Netflix, there's a documentary about this dude and about this whole story. I want to watch it. I just didn't have time to watch it. But,
all right.
I thought it was fascinating. But that movie was fucking awesome, bro. I want to go watch it.
It was good.
I would definitely watch it again.
No, it was cool. Like I said, yeah, it's a mind game, man. It's emotional roller coaster like shit. And you know what's crazy as fuck? And I didn't mention it, but I always thought this, like in how the whole fucking movie is one fucking day. Where like you would think it'd be like more than one day. You know, just fucking crazy.
And how like, you know, it starts off, I wouldn't say it starts off slow, but it's just like introducing you to all these characters, and it's really like you're really getting like a feel for how these characters really are. And then it just fucking flips into a fucking almost a completely different movie, like genre wise. It turns into fucking one of the baddest fucking vampire movies I've seen in a long fucking time.
Yeah, it's dope. They're all playing their white music,
bro. Fucking creepy ass motherfuckers, bro. They're out there doing Irish doing a jig. Yeah, fucking
hello,
creepy motherfuckers,
like
bro.
They're all nice, when they roll up. When that lady, like with the half black lady, goes to talk to them, hello there, like all happy, Lucky Charms. They're all playing the fucking.
Oh, bro! And then when she goes out there and she's having a conversation with them and they're talking to her, and like they slowly start fucking like turning, like you know, like their eyes start glowing a little bit, and fucking
that
their teeth start showing.
That Asian dude was bad as fuck. No,
yeah,
little Asian dude. Yeah, and his crazy ass wife. No, she was G. No, she's like, let's go kill this motherfucker.
Oh, that bitch when she said fucking when she invited him fucking in, bro. I was like, this fucking bitch.
She lost her mind finally at that point.
Yeah,
she told homie, no, she's like, they killed my husband. No, fucking, they're your brother. Let's go fuck these fools up. No, dude, it's wild.
Yeah.
And then how they it's wild. It's fucking wild. People got to see it. Intertwined a little of the KKK on there. You know what? I don't know what I wanted them to do, but I wanted to see a little more of them native fucking vampire hunters.
Oh, yeah, the fucking
wanted to see a little bit more of them fucking vampire hunters. I thought they were going to roll up fucking throwing tomahawks and shit, like murking the vampires, but they weren't fucking. They're like,
that's even just that scene, that little bit they showed him when they roll up and he's in the house and they're like, you're harboring fucking evil, fucking.
The natives know.
Yeah,
they're like, let's get the fuck out of here before it gets dark.
Yeah, bro,
it's cool.
It was fucking cool as shit.
Really cool. So I watched Havoc.
Oh yeah, okay. I haven't seen that one yet.
Fucking dope as fuck, bro.
Tom Hardy. What'd you think of that action?
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. The story's just dope as fuck.
Yeah,
bro. Everything's dope as fuck.
I'm hoping to watch that.
Fucking Tom Hardy. He's all cool as a cucumber, no? You know how he acts like shit's crazy as fuck, and then he's just all chill, like fucking. What is what it is.
Yeah.
But no, dude, Havoc's sick as fuck. Final Destination comes out this weekend.
Oh yeah.
I thought it dropped last weekend, but I was wrong. I didn't say nothing about it, but for some reason I thought it came out this last weekend. Yeah, it drops right now. Have you ever heard of a show called Poker Face?
No.
I just started watching it yesterday, but I tripped out because it's on its second season, so obviously I don't know where the fuck I've been. Or if it just wasn't popular or what, but it's kind of got a little high potential vibe on it. And what I mean by that, it's like it's a special lady that can solve crimes, but her gift is she knows when someone's lying. And I started it right on. So anyway, I started watching I watched the first episode of the first season, but she's she's a blacklisted gambler, that fucking poker player that was winning so much money all over the little towns, and no one ever knew exactly what her deal was, like if she's a card counter or what, or like what the fuck, how she's cheating, because obviously she's got to be cheating somehow, because she cleans it up wherever she goes.
Oh, okay.
To the point where like that's how card counters fucking get busted, like because they're winning so much, you know, someone gets onto them.
They basically can't prove that you're outright cheating. You're just winning too much. So they fucking. That's what happened to Dana.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it turns out this chick though, she can just tell when someone's blatantly lying to her face.
Okay.
Like, no, that's her gift. But anyway.
So, yeah. Okay.
So she's working at the casino, but then it gets all intertwined. One of her girlfriends that works at the casino, that's a housekeeper, because she works in the housekeeping department now that she's blacklisted, and lives like a normal life. But her girlfriend sees something she shouldn't see, and the head casino boss fucking murks her. Well, at this time, the one that the lady who can't lie, or the lady who can tell if you're lying to her, she's getting intertwined with the casino boss, because he wants to take a bunch of money from this rich fuck in a poker game. So he wants, and it's just crazy the way it all intertwines. But it's just it's a show I started watching.
What's it on?
It's on Peacock.
Okay, I got Peacock.
Have you heard? I never heard of this movie, and I tripped the fuck out because I guess it was in theaters, and I missed the whole thing because I don't know if they didn't advertise it. The Lost Lands with Batista and that lady from Resident Evil.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, but I didn't see it.
So I had never heard of the fucking thing.
It almost looked like a Resident Evil type movie, right?
Yeah. So it's an after. It's like after our time, like a nuclear. A lot of years after our time, because a nuclear explosion had hit. You know.
Yeah. Lost Land. Yeah. No, I remember.
But bro, I never seen nothing about it. Like, and it's Batista and that chick from Resident Evil. How wasn't it blasted all over
in the Lost Lands? Did you watch it?
No, it's not for free.
Okay. It says 2025. Came out this year.
Yeah, but so I watched the preview, and at the end it says like only in theaters. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember this bitch being in the theater.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know if it's because it's low budget, because when I watch the preview, I kind of get a little low budget vibe on it. Okay. But I don't know.
I like Batista. She's good too.
Yeah, so you don't think he would took a big time low budget, because he's in a lot of shit right now.
Yeah, he's
pretty
big.
Watch, you might get that. I'll show it to you after the cast, and you might get that same vibe, because you hate that more than I do.
It's okay, but sometimes it just takes me out of it. But
no, I'll show you, because that's the kind of vibe I got. Like, there's a reason why that shit, like why I didn't hear about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so. It might have been one of those ones, because there's always like a weird movie season, like right after Christmas, like in between, like. You know, like January, like in the January, February, like there's a bunch of movies that come out that you never hear about. They leave the theater quickly.
Yeah.
But no, I remember seeing something about it. But yeah, crazy.
I'm gonna watch it when I can. I'm gonna keep my eye out. But right now it's for sale.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
To rent. I mean,
that might be a gamble to spend money on it.
I'll wait. Yeah, I'll just wait.
But yeah, that new Final Destination opens this week. The week after is the new Mission Impossible, which I'm looking forward to.
I saw that.
The last one, Tom Cruise, the man,
has a lot of Vin Rames.
Yeah, yeah. He's back in the original, back in like 95, 96. Crazy.
That's kind of the only one I really remember.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last 3 or 4. What I'm going to do is hopefully, because this is part 2, right? Because the last one that came out last year, or a year and a half ago, that was part 1. It connects directly to this one. Well, they filmed them together.
They have them all on something that I have. I don't know which one it is.
I saw that. It's either on Hulu or Peacock. So those are the only 2 I have.
It has to be Peacock then.
But they don't have the last 2. They have like up to like, because this is like the 8th one. They have like up to like 6, I think.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
I think
it's just too new. The last one's like definitely too new.
They want you to rent it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just gonna go on YouTube and just watch like a recap. Like somebody did a
yeah.
breakdown and just did a synopsis.
Yeah, those are good.
But this one's gonna be sick, man. But yeah, bunch of good movies about to start dropping.
Dope.
Right on, man. Wrap this motherfucker up for this week. Thanks for tuning in as always. Where can these motherfuckers buy your jerky?
Right now, they're just gonna have to keep a lookout. Here in the next couple weeks, I'll probably have the vending machine going at Canvas, so people could go to Canvas Artistry and purchase it. I'll be having a store probably in the next month on Facebook. So that we have a Viva New Mexico Foods page on Facebook, and shortly, maybe like a month, there'll be a link to the store.
Nice. So we'll keep you posted on that. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Appreciate the support as always.
Thanks for tuning in.
AJ and Joe Show. We're out.